And reconnect there, Meatball. It's a hot one tonight, man. My goodness, the face is shining, body's sweating. I got the window open here, so I might get distracted. My neighbors are watching from like the garage level. Hey! But happy Friday to you. Hopefully you guys are all well. I thought to myself when I closed the show the other night, I said, did I give all the information to Feeling is a Secret? Because I ran a couple segments on it with some powerful quotes and how it related to me. Most importantly, I hope it resonated with you. But then I forgot a whole area of the book. I said, wait a minute, what about control? And I talked about the whole facet of Feeling is a Secret and the components that go along with it. Now, what I'm going to get into is about controlling it. Because if you can't control your feelings and your emotions and you don't direct them in the way you want to go, life can only give you that. So it's relevant. And a quote hit me, not literally, but hit me as I got off the show. It came from the movie Wall Street. Remember Gordon Gekko? Gekko. He said the most valuable commodity I know of is information. For us, I mean, we have to understand how the parts work. When you understand it better, it's like what Gekko was talking about. Once he understood about a company, he knew the exact value of it. When we know about ourselves, we know the exact value of it. So I had a quote box today. I'm going to get right to it. On this National Food Bank Day. Have you guys ever been to a food bank? If you don't control your thoughts, take it from Mr. Food Bank, indeed, because yes, I mean, I had to bring my kids there. I mean, talk about embarrassing. And when I pack boxes every day at work, because we give our food, whatever we have left over to local charities, I see it's getting, more people want to get involved as far as giving away food and helping others. I get that. If anything, I can help, I can add to this, is make it as temporary as possible. Because we have control to get ourselves out of our little stupor. We have the control to get us out of that. I didn't know that back then. I mean, they just kept telling us, you know, here I am dragging my kids to this place in this filthy kitchen, getting this food. Granted, it was all for a good cause. But talk about degrading. And it actually affected one of my kids later on in life as well, because from that anchoring of that poverty mindset that I put them through back then, even though we're going to get through this, my middle one was at the perfect age to absorb the fear of money. And it lasted a long time. I mean, many years, and I helped her out and bailed her out many times and explained to her, this is why this has happened. Because you went through this, and it became anchored. And what you fear most is what you bring most. A lot of you can relate to that with your monthly bills. You're fearing opening up the envelope. I can tell you right now, make it temporary as much as you can. Work on getting better at controlling your feelings about something if you want to attain more of that something. Because if you don't control it, you're gonna harbor the feelings. You're gonna anchor the thoughts. It's gonna keep resonating on what has happened to you. And you don't want that in your life. You want to be able to focus on where you're going, what you want to have, be, and do at this moment, and create the best feeling possible. Because feeling is indeed the secret. And out of that, the quote box tonight, this is the problem. This is what happens. Feelings are like waves. We can't stop them from coming, but we can choose which ones to surf. It sounds nice. I don't have the name for that, actually. I have the name, I just can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. So if the author is watching, I apologize. But it's so true. I mean, one moment you're fine, and next minute you get triggered into this wave of where you've been 20 years ago. And that's how life is. The thing you have to understand is you have to control it. It's very easy. It really is. It took me a long time to figure out what I realized. I was a commodity. I had to realize I had to gather more information about myself, about why things are happening in my life. Then I got out of the soup kitchens and the food pantries and all those other things. And I forgot, most importantly, as I digress, it's National Cheese Pizza Day. So all you pizza lovers, that's great. I'm the beets guy. You know, I like to, look at the undercarriage, that kind of, barstool material. But being brought up on it, I'm spoiled by it. But Neville Goddard had a pivotal point in his book, Feeling is a Secret, indeed. And I am going to do the same thing I did on Sunday and Tuesday to elaborate what he's talking about, to finalize his book for you guys. It's so pivotal. I think it's like $9 on Amazon, really. If you guys have a chance and you want to invest something, invest in yourself. Invest in knowledge, because you're going to hit points in that book and many other books I'm going to feature here on America's Mentor. This is all I did. I said, wait, I don't understand this. Let's do research. And the research turned into reading, and the reading turned into a daily ritual. That's the whole point of transformation, is you, like I said the other night, flipping the switch of your thoughts and changing your thoughts to encumber and embody better thoughts about yourself. And to understand yourself better, you're going to like yourself better. You're going to say, wait, I have all these attributes in life. I don't have these flaws. I am a miracle, and I'm creating miracles every day. You start pronouncing these kind of syllables out of your mouth, man, life is going to give you the most amazing things. It has changed me, immensely. And that's why I love coming on here. I love showing the world, because you're looking at a guy who couldn't even speak to somebody many moons ago, but had a desire in his heart with a message. We all have a message. Well, what is your message? And if you focus on it every day, practice on it, embody it with all your being, it's just going to come out naturally. And it's an amazing feeling, and I hope that you guys can get it for yourself. I hope you guys can really understand that knowledge is indeed power. Yes, indeed. And the commodity is us. We are the commodity. What do you know about yourself? What are you creating every day? You ask powerful questions, you get indeed powerful answers. But the first part, towards the end of Feeling is the Secret, Neville got into control. And this is powerful. Control of your feeling is all important to a full and happy life. Really resonate on what he just said there. He's absolutely right. If you control your feelings, you're controlling what? Your energy, your frequency. This is so pivotal in creation in your life, because if you create only positive energy, you can only have basically positive results in your life. And if you carry a toxic mindset, you're going to have a toxic energy, which in turn attracts those same kind of situations. It's really simple to figure out. It really is. You don't have to edify yourself any more than that. You can turn off the tape right now and say, you know what? That's all I got to do is change my energy. Change your energy, change your destiny. But the point is, why is your energy being changed, is my question. When you start understanding, wow, well, why is my energy being changed? What triggered that? What past lives have I lived? What identity did I have to bring about these memories that I don't like anymore? When you start controlling them, understanding them, and you start conquering them. It's beautiful, man. Feeling is the one and only medium through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious. They're against the nervous system. How you feel every day is constantly, this is why it's a daily process. It's not hard, guy. It goes from unnatural to natural really quick when you have passion about it. Because you realize every feeling, not just every thought, but every feeling is getting anchored in your subconscious to be triggered by your five senses. When you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch something, there lies the answer to the question that I had before. Why are things happening? Because you're getting triggered back there. And when you start understanding that you can alleviate that by understanding what is happening to you in life, and it's not daunting, it's just you just redoing your life, creating a new habit, a new thought process to go along with it. Therefore, the man who does not control his feelings may
You've got mail.
Impress the subconscious with undesirable states. Think about what he said. May easily impress the subconscious with undesirable states of mind. What you surround yourself with, you become. You make sure your sphere of influence is powerful. If people want to complain all day long, that's fine. Kiss my ass, you're all good. Much love to you. I don't want any part of it. That's the kind of attitude you got to take. Because that, just being around that, you're absorbing that, man. We're basically a sponge. We're an energy sponge every day, absorbing our environment. And I see it at work every day. Why is everybody so negative? Because you're letting them get to you. I tell them all the time. Don't allow it. Move away from it. Encourage as much as you can for others to be the best. But it's people's choice, man. If they want to be miserable, that's fine. It's totally up to them. He goes on to say, and this is pivotal, live in the feeling of being the one you want to be, and that you shall be. Simply said, powerfully put, and to the point. He said, live in the feeling. Money, having all the money you want is what? Freedom. Having that special person is connection. This is what I'm talking about. You live in the feeling of freedom, and that feeling of being debt-free and all these other things in life associated with it, you're going to attract more things to be free about. And I felt that after my last child support payment. And I mean, to me, it was like, wow, this is great. It's a great feeling. And then I said, wait, that's a great anchor. I can, now I don't have the burden. You really don't. Your kids are always asking for money, but it's on my terms now. I help them whenever I can, the best way I can. You're not told you got to do something. Almost like a mortgage, man. And to me, a worker the other day said, wow, I just paid off my mortgage. It's the best feeling of freedom in the world. You start anchoring those kinds of feelings constantly, front to back. I mean, life is going to start evolving around that because you basically created a better energy around you. Your aura, your chi energy. You don't got to feng shui anything, Meatball. You are the feng shui man. You are the positive source. And just moving around life, and life is coming towards you. Be careful of your moods and feelings. Your body is an emotional filter and bears the unmistakable marks of your prevalent emotions. To me, that scared the hell out of me because it really, I said, wait, if I'm going to scare myself to look older, I can create myself to look younger. And I've done just that. You're literally, your body is a fragile emotional filter. And it's so important for you to be careful what you're allowing in. It's so important for you. Where is that quote from Bruce Lee? Emotion can be the enemy. If you give into your emotions, you lose yourself. Your body follows the mind. What you're hurting on the inside is going to look like on the outside. You can see it in people's faces all the time. You don't see the laugh lines, you see the frown lines. You see their faces drawing downward. That's just the way they've been looking. Gravity is taking, it's not just that gravity is taking hold, it's their direction that their body is going towards. It should be the biggest warning to you. If you keep attracting all these situations where you're not well, your body is in dis-ease. It's a body not at ease. You don't want to keep doing that because it's going to grow into something even more complicated. And my goal is honestly, I mean, yeah, I got a physical, I do my once a year physical. I want to stay away from doctors, man. I love you guys. You're awesome. Yeah, give me my little script here and there, but I don't want any part of you. Love you from a distance. You want to stay clear from doctors because, I mean, the more you take care of yourself mentally, you better you're going to feel physically. And that's a simple fact. And you take care of yourself. The psychosomatic illnesses that you keep drumming up that bring it to the doctor's office are going to be drawn away now. You're going to have more control of your moods. And I've been guilty of that many times. I got a pain in my shoulder. It's a stroke. No, Meatball, you're having a panic attack. Relax, man. And I can say that humbly. And I can laugh about it because, yes, that's who I was. You got to ask yourself the question, who do you want to be? What identity, what avatar you're creating? And work on that every day because it's going to grow into it. You're guaranteed results, man. This is the infomercial, the gift that keeps on giving. I guarantee you. Think feelingly only of the state you desire to realize. Think what he said. I'll say it again. Think feelingly. In other words, constantly and emotionally only of the state you desire. So like I said, if it's freedom, immerse yourself in it. Surround yourself with it. I mean, this is what I do every day, man. I come on here. Yeah, I may look like this stoic speaker. No, Meatball, I got to practice every day like you. Every day. It's been a mission of mine for unlimited peace and abundance in my life, no matter what. And if something doesn't fit, I'm not going to try to fit a round peg into a square hole, man. It ain't going to work anymore. I'm not doing it. And you should have that kind of authority as well with yourself. You can't force things to happen. When you become a better you allow things to happen. You don't got to chase anymore. You're attracting everything you desire just by your state of mind. Because you're giving off, again, say it with me, energy. To me, it's pivotal. It's pivotal to a long, abundant loving life. And when you start controlling your energy, you start controlling your destiny. Look at the sweat starting to pour down my head, man. Feeling the reality of the state saw and living and acting on that conviction is the way to all seeming miracles. Yeah, it's called synchronicities there, Meatball. Miracles are nothing more than your desire coming to life, to fruition, as they say. And when you gather that, when you start realizing that you're the creator, man, you are the creator. You know, Matthew 6:6 said it, but it's been taken in the wrong context and put in friggin' movies. I'm going to read it to you and let you guys enjoy your Friday because it's so important. Matthew 6:6 was just telling us to use your imagination. But being, you know, like I told you, my dad was a deacon in the church, and we had to go to your closet and pray. Your closet is your mind, Meatball. Your closet is your imagination. And think about what Matthew 6:6 said. When you pray, enter your closet. And when you have shut the door, pray to your Father, which in secret shall reward you openly. Pray is to talk to a deity, hence a God. A deity is a creator. Who's a creator? Us. We are creator. The kingdom of God is within us. I mean, they were telling us partly in a religious aspect of how God is within us, but they kept saying you have to serve him. Wait, okay, so we're going to serve ourselves. And I said that. I got in a lot of trouble for that. But the point being is we have all the power. We are endowed with the same power as Matthew 6:6 was telling us. Enter your closet. What's your closet? Your mind. And when you shut the door, when you close out the outside world, pray to your Father in secret. Who's your Father? Like I mentioned on Sunday, that's the imagination. The mother is the subconscious mind. That's the womb of creation. Father is the start. Mother is the finish. And they say that so many times in Scripture, guys, but people have been taught otherwise. And, you know, I get it. I dig it. But you got to realize the true power you have lies within. Believe me, as within, you're going to sow without. So enjoy your Friday, guys. I hope this helped. That'll be the ending of The Feeling is a Secret. But powerful words. Please rewatch, share, subscribe. I mean, stuff like this is life-changing if you think it is. If you think it's too daunting, yeah, you're right, it is. But the point being is, what kind of life do you want to grow into? Is the question. You want a life full of peace and power, personal power, abundance, joy, freedom? Indeed, study yourself. And if you don't understand something, look it up. I mean, we have all the information right now at our friggin' fingertips. We don't have to worry anymore. We don't have to go to a library and look for index cards anymore. Like I started this whole way of doing who I am now. Going to the library once a week, getting us CDs and all these other things and learn. I'm going to do it now. You could do it 5 minutes a day, literally learning about yourself, what you're doing, why this is happening, why I'm feeling this way. I mean, it's absolutely amazing if you just take the time to do a little work on yourself. Enjoy your Friday, guys. America's Mentor _radio on Instagram. I'm not saying X, I just did. Hashtag Jerry Maldonado. On YouTube, guys, subscribe, share. Enjoy your Friday, guys, man. I hope this helped. God love you. I'll see you soon, man.